So I just want to talk about something I see all the time. Obviously, I'm in the industry, so there's probably a lot of keywords that I mention on a daily basis: impact windows, protection, people's homes, security, roofing, repairs, all these kinds of things. So when I scroll Facebook actually, and every other social media channel thinks I'm a potential customer because I guess the algorithm hears me talking about it. Now, I'm not going to argue whether or not our phones are listening to us. Let's assume Google, I probably search manufacturers, products, different things. So whether it's via that method or the phones are actually listening, which I'm not gonna argue. I get a lot of ads on my phone, and I figured I'd make this video just to have some fun one day. So let's scroll Facebook and see what kind of ads we get and what kind of crazy offers there are out there. All right, so actually the first ad I see is probably the best one. I don't know if we want to include this in the video. In this first video, they talk about the right windows, the right place, the right way. So it's actually not misleading whatsoever. That's actually nice to see. They're talking about quality, craftsmanship, good for them. But as we scroll, see how long it takes us. Here we go. Florida homeowners, are you tired of hurricanes? Get 70% off of installation on impact windows. You can also save up to 40% on the windows themselves. Now, it's impossible. Like, there's no such thing. Like, I call absolute BS. We don't sell sneakers. We don't sell clothes. You know, there's no buy one, get one free. I can call my manufacturer. I can call every manufacturer I work with right now. And I might even do that on another video and have some fun. I can call them. I can say, hey, this company's offering 50% off, buy one, get one free. How do I get access to that program? And they're gonna tell me I'm out of my mind. Like, it doesn't happen. The only way this happens is, let's just say the job cost is $50,000. They tell you it's $100,000, but we'll give you 50% off. They come back down to $50,000. And I guarantee you, if you wait long enough, or if you had them delay, they'll drop it even more. They'll drop it more because they're starting so high that they have the ability to come down. Whereas with us, this is the price. You might save 5%, 10%, but we don't have much further to go because we're just being honest up front. If we really want to earn the business, you know, we can offer a discount, but these like crazy massive discounts, it's just completely unrealistic. And I think that's where the industry creates a lot of distrust with homeowners. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so actually here's one I was talking about earlier. And for a limited time, buy one impact window, get one impact window free. It doesn't happen. I mean, if I 10 times my volume, if I was the largest company in the state of Florida, you're not saving much more. You're gonna get an additional 5%, 10%. But even those massive companies that do so much volume that they're able to get that extra 5 or 10%, guess what? They're gonna have a lot more marketing because they have to feed this beast. They're gonna have a lot more overhead because they have to run the giant company. So at the end of the day, anybody expecting buy one, get one free, 50% off, 40% off, it's just completely unrealistic, and they're feeding you lies. They're breaking trust from the beginning. And I gotta say, I hate to see that. Let's keep going. Unbeatable prices. Breaking news, unbeatable prices. Impact windows from $6 each and impact doors from $9 each. I think what they're trying to say is you can finance the windows and pay approximately $6 per window or $9 per window. But if you actually run the math, it's not happening. So I've done this calculation before. I'm just running this off the top of my head. A $15,000 or a $20,000 project, I think comes out to about $150 to $200 a month, if I'm not mistaken. Your average house, let's just call it, you have 10 windows and 2 doors. So 10 windows would be $60, 2 doors would be $18. That's $78. So unless your house is all bathroom windows that are this big, once again, can you hear me? Let's see. Yeah, in this industry, there are middlemen if your company is not big enough to where you're a distributor of the product. But in this industry, everybody's factory direct. There was another ad I saw the other day. This guy has a delivery truck behind him. We have all these windows in stock. We're ready to go. Okay, cool. Sell me the windows and install them tomorrow. Once again, that's simply a truck, an order of homeowners' windows that are pulling up to their shop that they have to unload and go install the next day. There's no companies here in the state of Florida, and with windows, there's so many variations. So just house by house, you have, different size windows. You have a bathroom window, you have the front window in the kitchen, you have your bedroom windows. Those windows typically, they're standard sizes. It's not like every house is the same size window or you'd see that. So that's one variable. Second variable is frame color. Third variable is glass color. Fourth variable is insulated glass. Fifth variable is muttons, the colonials that you see on the windows. Sixth variable is which way does the door open. So you're telling me you would need 2 Costco's to house all the windows for somebody to basically, for any person in Miami to walk up and say, hey, I want impact windows. Oh, we have those in stock. We'll install them tomorrow. Another BS tactic. Hate to see it. It's misleading. Side note, I thought about this earlier. You'll see if you look through our product testing videos playlist on YouTube, you'll see we do a lot of testing. We've had a lot of fun with impact windows, taking them to a gun range, taking them to firefighters to test how to breach impact windows. And then I also tested a bunch of objects against an impact window, just showing how strong the impact glass actually is. You'll also see some ads on Facebook and other companies' profiles where we made fun of one company because they kind of they're like, look how strong the glass is. And then they just like hit it like that, which doesn't really show how strong the glass is. But if you look and you pay attention to those videos, the funny thing that you'll notice is there's cardboard around the window. So some people hit it with a 2x4, some people hit it with a baseball bat, a crowbar, and in most cases, you'll notice cardboard around the window, which means to me that that is a customer's product that they are testing. Now, does the customer know that they're testing that product like that? Because I wouldn't be okay with that. But that's just a side note for fun. Let's keep going. Oh, I was waiting for this one. I know, $6,999 for a full window replacement? That's crazy. Obviously, it depends on the amount of windows, but here's the thing. There's a fair price. And it keeps going. Their name is blank and they own blank, blank, blank windows and doors. They do amazing work. They don't sell for anything else. No corner cutting, no junky materials. And they only work with their crew. But there's more. Because they're a small company, which I actually know this company, they're not a small company, they don't have a ton of overhead. Like the big bloated companies who have offices, TV commercials, and billboards. Guess who pays for all that? You. Set up this image, like they're this tiny company who's out there for the homeowner to protect them and to save them on the windows. This company that I know personally will do 2 things. One, as soon as you show up, you get your price. I guarantee you, it's actually funny. If you read the comments, you'll see some of these companies getting like absolutely blasted, saying that there was a similar ad that I saw that was like, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, whatever, completely unreasonable, where they had this like ridiculously low offer. Then you'll see in the comments, people are blasting them like, oh, these people came by and they gave me a quote for $100,000. Oh, they said 6,000 in the commercial, but by the time they gave me the estimate, it was $60,000. Why even show a price with a product that has so much variability? Side note, if you're interested in getting an idea of what impact windows cost, we have an estimator on our website, shout out for that, where you can go and it's gonna give you a range. Now, the range does have a variability, and once again, it's based off a whole home. Please do not use it for single windows or single doors because the price is gonna be deceivingly low. Disclaimer, transparency. However, it just goes to show that these people are just desperate to get leads in the door and they're willing to break trust with the homeowners just to get that contact, just to get in front of you. And really this company, that was the second thing, they are a extremely high pressure sales company. They're a state-run company. We actually took a client from them who signed, in Florida you have a 3-day right to rescission. He signed the contract, called us the next day. We told him for sure we know the company and we'll beat their prices and their service. They actually kept him in his house for 4 hours. The lady almost refused to leave, and I can do a whole video on what he told me. So when he called the company and he called the salesperson to cancel the transaction, she tried to make him feel bad over the phone and tell him that she was going to lose her commission and there's going to be a chargeback and she's going to be losing money and how could she do this to him. It's just like a weird thing. From what I understand, she kind of got nasty and he had to contact the manager. Anyway, a lot of these companies are like, they're just dying to get in your home, hold you hostage for 4 to 6 hours until you sign. They offer this like crazy financing, 0% for 24 months. And I'll do a whole nother video on that. But there's no such thing as a free lunch. If you're getting 0% interest for 12 months, for 24 months, unless it's the PACE program, your price is getting marked up. There's something called a dealer fee. We actually don't participate in any of these programs, so I'm happy to talk about it. I don't have any disclosures that I'm not allowed to sign. So 0% for 12 or 24 months, that you're gonna pay what's called a dealer fee. Now you don't see this. In the state of Florida, Me as the contractor, I cannot tell you, hey, your windows are 10,000, but if you're gonna use financing, which the financing company charges me 8, 10, 15 points, I'm gonna charge you 15,000. I can't say that. What I can do is I can say, hey, these windows are $15,000, but if you pay cash, AKA no 0% financing, then I can do it for $10,000. Interesting. At the end of the day, I just want to have a little bit of fun with this. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to do another video on this topic. BigFoot Windows and Roofing, building trust, one door, one window, one roof at a time.